Thanks for staying with us. Joining me now is Steve Tilton, builder and owner of Coastal Signature Homes, with a really incredible story to share. Steve, thanks for being here.
Good, thank you. It's good to be here.
Good, good. So tell us a little bit about the Calderon family. What's your relationship with them, and how did you find out about the problems with baby Ellis?
Well, the Calderon family works for a plumber that does a lot of business, actually does all our plumbing, who happens to be a second generation. His father-in-law started with me many, many years ago, and he took over the business a few years ago. Luis has been his lead plumber for several years now, and the plight of Luis was nothing more than we saw this young man and talking with Jared, who was his boss, and Jared Stromer owns a company, just told us the story one day about this young family that had one child who already had spina bifida, and they had another child that was diagnosed in utero rather, with spina bifida, and the agony that this young family was going through, and the cost. And this was a young hard worker, and it was something that was starting to be a struggle for him. His wife, Mercedes, was in Texas going through prenatal care out there. They actually did the surgery in utero for baby Ellis out there, and this young man was trying to be father to the other remaining children that they had, and work 50 hours, 60 hours a week. So a magnificent story to hear about this, and this wasn't something that they came to us. This young man was just going through life, working as hard as he could, and struggling with this. So we picked up this story, and Ellis is a wonderful little child, but Luis and Mercedes are part of our family. Jared Stromer and his family have been with us for many years, so it was just a good story.
Fantastic. So I think it's clear why you chose to reach out, and certainly that was a very important work. So tell us a little bit about the specifics of the fundraiser that your company held. You and your staff held this wonderful event, and so how many people were you able to reach through this?
Well, it's interesting. We thought about what could we do to have two things. We wanted to kind of get out there the story of baby Ellis and what the Calderons were going through, and then have a get-together. So we have a model at Hampton Lake in Phase 3, and decided to have a kind of a get-together gathering where we had live music. We had Downtown Deli provided a food truck. We had beverages, and just a great get-together. We had over 200 people. And we also was important because we wanted to bring together the immigrant community. So, you know, I don't care what side of the story, everyone has an opinion about that, but in the building business, without the immigrant community, we wouldn't get anything done, and our customers wouldn't get their houses built. So it was important. Not only did we include a lot of folks, mostly via social media, but we also included friends and family and church members of the Calderons, and it was a really great event to get all these people together, people from all walks of life, showing up for this fundraising, helping out one of our own. And as I said, we had about 200 people. It was a great event that we had in April, and we raised about $11,550, I think.
That is unbelievable. So Steve, you've really done something amazing here. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Well, thank you for having me.